For being one of the most celebrated couples in Hollywood to having tons of ups and downs, here's the real reason Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman split. The messy split. Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke were definitely a power couple in Hollywood, and it raised the standards for a lot of aspiring couples. From having the perfect marriage to successful careers and children, they were the definition of a happy family. However, it seems like not everything was going well as it seemed in the eyes of the media. Back in 2003, the couple went from being the dream couple to a broken couple, and the two ended up getting divorced. When the divorce was first announced, everyone in Hollywood was extremely shocked since no one could ever imagine this power couple drifting apart. When the couple broke up, everyone started looking for clues as to why the marriage had failed and what really caused this rift in a seemingly perfect marriage. It was revealed that Ethan Hawke had cheated on his more than perfect wife Uma Thurman. What was even more surprising was the person that Ethan Hawke had cheated on his wife with. He had cheated with his own children's nanny, Ryan Hughes. The fact that the two people had spent a ton of time with Uma Thurman ended up breaking her heart and her family. Well, before we get into more details about the real reason Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman split, if you're liking our content so far, then do give this video a big thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated about news regarding your favorite celebrities and what they're up to, as well as turn on the notifications button so you can be notified every time we post a new video. Their relationship. Before we get into more details about the bad things that happened in Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's relationship, let's first take a look at what their relationship was like when everyone used to view them as lovebirds. Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke were not just one of Hollywood's favorite couples, they were actually a power couple that some people looked up to. Owing to their incredible talents, the duo starred in some of the most iconic Hollywood movies together and were one of the defining faces of the 90s and the early 2000s. The two fell in love with each other and ended up marrying each other in 1998 and were considered royalty at the time. The two met each other in 1997 on the set of the sci-fi movie Gattaca, and it was love at first sight since the two started dating each other immediately. Both Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke had already hit the peak of their success in 1994, with both actors being nominated for an Academy Award for their separate films, so we know that neither of these actors were in this relationship for the sake of success. Soon after getting married, the couple welcomed their beautiful daughter Maya into the world and also ended up having a son later on. They were the picture-perfect example of a happy family, but when Uma Thurman finally filed for divorce, everyone started to see what was going on between the couple. Finalizing the divorce. The allegations and rumors around the couple's messy split started back in 2003 and kept circulating for a total of 2 years, with Ethan Hawke trying his best to deny all the accusations and claims that were being made against him. However, after 2 years of the drama, Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's divorce was finalized, and as soon as that happened, Ethan Hawke announced publicly that he was dating Ryan Hughes. Naturally, this news confirmed all of the rumors that were circulating around at the time, stating that Ryan Hughes and Ethan Hawke were dating each other. What Ethan Hawke thinks. Even though Ethan Hawke dating Ryan Hughes publicly soon after the divorce was finalized was a big clue for many fans and media channels that the cheating scandal was the real reason behind the couple's failed marriage, Ethan Hawke insisted that that wasn't the case. He never admitted to the allegations that were put against him, and instead said that the reason why his marriage failed was because it was under a lot of pressure. Ethan said that he started falling in love with the children's nanny long after he had hired her. To make matters even worse, Ethan Hawke said that he shouldn't have even married Uma Thurman in the first place and that he was too immature when he made that decision. According to Ethan Hawke, it was stardom that was to be blamed for causing a drift between his marriage with Uma Thurman. He was a young actor at the time, and there were a lot of things happening in his life, and at the time, he thought marriage would make his life stable. He now realizes it was a stupid and immature decision, and he shouldn't have made vows at the time that would barely last for 2 weeks. What Uma Thurman thinks. Even though the couple had a messy split, Uma Thurman didn't play any blame games after the divorce. Just like her ex-partner Ethan Hawke, Uma Thurman admitted that the couple had extremely busy schedules and their stardom-led lives made it almost impossible for their marriage to survive. It seems like Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke are both on the same page about not being able to balance their professional and personal lives and found themselves at crossroads when things got too tough for them. What do you think is the real reason as to why Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke divorced each other? Was it really their busy lives that got in the way, or were the cheating allegations true and the reason behind why the two ended up with a failed marriage?